Hi community, it is Spirit Guide. It's getting kind of late, but I'll show you the sky. There it is. Isn't it beautiful? This is the evening sky. It's about 7 o'clock, maybe p.m. And just walking, you know who. And this is going to be our second trip halfway around the block because she's deciding that she just wants to exercise and not use the potty. But whatever, we'll go up half a block and come back. But anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to make a video, and just this will be your Thursday upload, okay? So basically, I just wanted to talk about, some story time and kind of talk about, especially because colleges are coming back with decisions, first draft decisions. And I know people are nervous, parents are nervous. You want your child to go to the best school out there and, you've prepared them. You probably did college tours. Oh, I remember the college tours. I was done with college tours. I told my daughter, I said, look, we did 4. Pick one of those 4, please. So, and she did. But if she wanted to go to more, I'd probably put it in my schedule to do that. But yeah, so basically, just reflecting on my own life and reflecting on my own experiences, And one thing I never wanted my daughter to feel like, I never wanted her to feel like she had to go to a university that she felt I wanted her to go to, because for me, my college life was very different because I was a first generation college student, first generation. And, for my mother and father. And at that time, I did tell them, I thought I didn't, I did tell them that I was a first generation, but because I was first generation and I had a daughter young, right? So I had my daughter at 17. So I got like additional resources, right? Because I had no clue what I was doing. I really did not know. But one thing that was on my side is I was smart, very book smart. So I was able to get like first draft picks of classes and things of that nature. And I really did have a counselor that was appointed by the school to help me. And she was excellent. Her name was Pamela. I think it was Pamela Wright. I believe that was her name. She was the best counselor out there because she met with me every week and she helped me like go through classes, find out what's going on, just gave me the support I needed both as a young mother and a first-time college student and a first-time college student of parents who did not go to college. So that was a big deal. It was a big deal. And I don't think I would have gotten through it without Ms. Wright, because Ms. Wright was just very instrumental. And it was in the university I went to, is not very diverse. There weren't too many black people there. And the people who looked like me that were there, they did not come from the same background I did, so we didn't really have much in common. So I felt like an outcast, people were not really nice to me, because they just assumed, I guess, whatever. And, it's difficult when you miss a class because your daughter was sick, and the professor for some reason decided to tell everybody that. And I don't know why he did that. I'm just hoping it was good things, but karma gets people, so I don't worry about it. So anyway, so it was difficult, but Ms. Wright made it very, very helpful for me. She just got to know me. She was a great person. She really was. And Ms. Wright was like, I was 19 my first year of college, so I was older because most of the people on campus were 17, 18. I'm coming in at 19. So she was like 25. So we weren't that much age difference. And hold on. I don't know if that's a coyote. I don't know what you're trying to over here do. That's why we don't go that far. She like to do things. But anyway, so Long story short, Miss Wright, she was a great, great person. And for those like parents who are sending your kids to college and you're worried and, whatever, hold on, what are you growling at? Because see, there's a coyote over here. I don't know if that's what she's seeing. Anyway, we're walking away right now. But, yeah, so basically, Ms. Wright was a savior. She really was. She was very instrumental. And she had a caseload of students like myself. But I think Ms. Wright took a very in-depth approach with me because she knew that I was dealing with a lot. A single mother, at 19 with an almost 3-year-old or two-year-old, whatever, going to school. But she never made me feel that way. You know what I'm saying? She never made me feel like a basket case or a charity case, I think it's called. She never made me feel that way. She always was like, you know what, you're doing so much that you don't even realize it and you are excelling. And so I'm here to help you, And she was really great. So parents, don't worry. I know everyone worries because like I told you, when my daughter went to school, I worried, but then I had to let go. I had to say, well, you are going to go. And my daughter had it better because she had me to help her. I helped her with her classes. I helped her talk about the classes, everything she did. So she had support. I didn't have support at all, right? My parents at the time, they didn't know, so, and it wasn't an interest of theirs because they're very much like workers. That's where I get my work ethic from. They're very much like get up and go to work, Come on, stop. Look at what she's doing. Look. That's why you having allergy problems at home. No more. Oh, come on, stop it. They're all watching you do that. Anyway, now obviously I have to bathe her when I get home. But anyway, so parents, don't worry. You've raised great children, great young adults. They now have moved on and they're going to explore their life. Understand their decisions that they make are going to be theirs. You're there to guide, but they're theirs, okay? You did a great job, parents. Great job. And for, the young adults going into college, it's difficult your first year. I'm sure everybody's told you that. I'm sure your teachers have told you. So I'm not telling you anything new. But understand your first year is your year of growth, okay? So you're going to grow, you're going to move different things in your life around. You're going to experience different things, Check in with yourself, and make sure that everything you're doing is in a line with where you want to ultimately end up, okay? No one's perfect, and especially your first year in college, you are nowhere near perfect. My first year of college, I took all elective courses because no one told me that's not what you do. That's how I got referred to Ms. Wright. So just forgive yourself and have fun. I wish I would have kept a journal my first year or a video journal or something just to capture how you look, how you sound, your thoughts, your ideas, and really just enjoy that, And I know me going to college and me going in as a first generation, me beating the odds, basically, at that time, this was in the late 90s, me beating the odds, going in there, showing people. I mean, I had people in my class who called me all kinds of ghetto, welfare case, all these nasty names. They were just nasty. They didn't know me. I was not on welfare, but it didn't matter. But I mean, so what if I was, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't, but still. But they called me all these kinds of names. And you know what I would say to myself? I wouldn't, get crazy, pop off, and no, because that's what they want. They want that to happen. Sometimes things are a trap. Sometimes things are a setup, right? We got to think above that, right? So I would just take a breath and I would think to myself, Say all of that you want, but guess what? You're saying that from beside me. I'm sitting right beside you. So if what you're saying is correct, that if what you're saying is correct, that I am ghetto, I'm this, I'm trash, I'm all of this, guess what? I'm your competition in this course. Anything you say, I'm your competition. Okay? And that sometimes is all people can do, because, whoops, oh, that's them. I thought it was her. I was about to say, no, she not. I heard the growling. I thought it was her growling. It's a motorcycle. So anyway, so think of it that way, okay, guys? If anyone talks about you, says anything about you that's not true, think before you act, and think to yourself, think rationally. So when they were saying that all about me, hey, that may have been what they thought is true. That doesn't help. That doesn't matter to me, because guess what? I'm sitting beside them. We are equals at this point, So be blessed. And that's all I wanted to tell you. All right. Have a good day. Bye-bye.